Okay, then let's just continue for a little longer then.
You and Bainton set off before the dawn, and blah blah blah. Close to the edge of the crater, an encampment of black tents surrounds a large dome canopy. Lying in the shade of this construction is a huge flying creature, an imperial slan beast. Its presence here can only mean one thing. Dark Lord Håkon has arrived. The thought chills your blood, but you draw comfort from the labor of his slaves. That they continue to labor is a sign that their mission has yet to be completed. The Book of the Magna Carta has yet to be found. It is impossible to approach the crater unseen. You will have to wait for darkness before you attempt to enter the tomb. During the long wait, it is agreed that Bainton should attempt to find Tipasa. It is likely that he is being held captive inside the encampment. The Dark Lords will be unlikely to kill him before discovering the treasure they seek. During the day, you must eat a meal. And no, you can't use hunting out here.
What a shame. Maybe we could have captured one of these giant crows for dinner.
Nope, no crow for dinner. Rations.
Okay.
Let me see also exactly what... how many? We have 3, so we eat 1 meal.
Yep. Go away, Pop-Up. Hate these.
Yeah, it's a pisser, ain't it?
Yeah. And some of these, I just have to accidentally slide my mouse over them before they just go click here, click here, click here. As night falls, your desperate quest begins. The Giacs pose few problems that you cannot overcome with your warrior skills, for they have been overworked to the point of exhaustion. Only the Dracarum show any signs of vigilance, but even then there are less than a dozen patrolling the entire crater. Not until you reach the main entrance to the tomb do you encounter any real difficulty. A Dracar stands on guard, his cruel eyes glinting behind his twisted iron death mask. Occasionally he diverts his attention from the watch to take a drink from his water flask. Do you wish to use mind over matter? Because you can do that now if you want to.
Let's.
Yes.
Okay.
You focus your skill on a nearby spade, willing the spade handle to rattle against the wheelbarrow in which it rests. It only takes a few seconds for the vigilant Dracarum sentry to leave his post and investigate the noise. By the time he returns, you are inside the tomb of the Majan.
Huh. Well, he is vigilant, alright, looking and checking on the spade, but yeah, it's a spade.
As far as the eye can see, a long straight sandstone corridor slopes away into the distance. Torches crackle and sputter on the walls, illuminating the pictograms engraved in the yellow stone. At regular intervals, rough-edged slabs protrude into the main corridor. You stop to take a close look at one of these slabs and the floor beneath it, and come to a frightening conclusion. They are obviously traps, no doubt set off by the Giacs when they cleared the corridor of sand. Rather than instructing the Giacs to avoid them, the Dark Lords must have deliberately used their slaves to set them off. Once the traps had been sprung, the squashed bodies were cleared away and the slabs chiseled through to the next section.
Wow.
Dick move. Pit traps in the floor seems to have been neutralized in the same way. Set off by luckless Giacs, they would have been filled in with dead bodies and leveled off with sand. The thought of the heartless barbarity fills you with revulsion.
As well it should.
Just over a mile along the corridor, you eventually arrive at a large stone door. The stone around bears evidence of chisel work, but the door itself is rock solid. You notice a faint beam of light descending from a hole in the ceiling. It creates a small circular pool of light, a little to one side of a similar hole in the floor. In the wall near to the door there is a triangular indentation, no larger than a gold crown. If you have the items, you can either use a prism or a blue stone triangle here.
Okay, let us see.
I'm sorry, can we take a break? I really have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, Rana can look inventory through while we do that.
Okay.
While you do that, I mean. Be right back. Right, we're back. And Rana found out you have both items, so now you have to choose. Do you wish to use the prism or the blue stone triangle?
Let's just try using the prism.
Oh, I'll
I don't care.
for the triangle.
Okay, then let's use that one. I don't care. Anyone. Any of them.
Okay, in that case, blue stone triangle. You remove your blue stone triangle from around your neck and press it into the indentation in the wall. It's a perfect fit. You hear the sound of stone grating on stone Yeah, it sounds like a cough. Funny, you know how that works. And the door slowly opens to reveal a chamber. It is dimly lit, but you see that the thick dust on its marble floor is covered with innumerable footprints. As you enter, you catch sight of a rough stone throne facing the wall on the far side of the chamber. Behind you, the stone door slides shut with unnerving speed.
Glorious.
The throne begins to revolve. A terrible howling fills your ears, changing almost instantly to the growling of a harsh guttural language, the like of which you have never heard before. Words and sounds that the mouth of men could never be shaped to speak roll through the chamber like thunder. It is the Dark Tongue, spoken by Håkon, Lord of Ornak, Dark Lord of Helgedad.
Oh, fuck.
He rises from the throne, the ghastly voice still echoing from his unnatural mouth. A spiked fist opens to reveal a glowing stone. Blue flame smolders around its surface, and you can feel the current of power that radiates from its core. Suddenly his words change, and you hear a tongue you know so well. Sumlending. Look on your doom, Kai Lord. There's a deafening crack. A surge of power and a fireball of blue flame hurtles towards your head.
Hold up the sword in a certain hurry.
Well, there is a special option for using the summer sword. So,
Yeah, I suggested it was sort of forged to resist things like this.
Yeah, let's just do that.
you raise your golden sword just in time to deflect the bolt of raw energy. It screams from your blade and explodes into the chamber wall, gorging a hole several feet deep in the steel-hard rock. The impact jars the summersword from your hand. The blade arcs through the dust-choked air and embeds itself upright in the stone floor. You roll across the floor and take cover behind a pillar. Your doom, Kai Lord spits Håkon, is but seconds away! Do you wish to retrieve the summersword, move away to a new hiding place under the cover of dust, or stay where you are?
I'd
Let's
say,
get Summerswell back.
Yeah, let's get the sword. We need it.
yeah, as long as he does not pull a Sauron and, just steps on it to break it.
You run half-crouched towards your golden blade, grab the hilt, and continue at full speed towards... stupid pop-up. The cover of another pillar. Suddenly, a burst of energy leaps from the Dark Lord's fist, exploding into the base of the pillar, severing it from the floor. A tremendous roar fills your ears as you are thrown backwards by the shock of the blast. You lose 3 endurance points.
But that still leaves one important question.
Yeah?
Did we defeat the annoying pop-up?
I found a workaround.
Another important question. Did we manage to retrieve the sword?
Yep,
I
it said
got
you said you grabbed it and then he's exploded a rock near you.
Yeah, well, it was stuck on the floor, so perhaps it just mean that we got a hold on the handle. It doesn't necessarily mean that we managed to pull it. We managed to pull it free.
Well, nothing written here indicates that you didn't get it. So, yeah.
Okay.
Håkon's laugh rises above the crash of falling stone until your head is filled with an agonizing pain. Do you wish to use your mind shield now?
Yeah.
Yes. If we can.
Suddenly the pain subsides, but the onslaught has only just begun. A mist, as black as the grave, is seeping from Håkon's mouth.
Toothbrush? Heard of it?
It creeps along his outstretched arms and settles like a cloud in the palm of his upturned hand. Whirling shadow shapes draws into focus. Wings and tentacles sprout and take form. A curse in the dark tongue shakes the whole chamber as a deadly flood of horror hurtles from his hand.
Cthulhu, is that you?
Oh my god, he's telling H.P. Lovecraft! Run!
And when you get a picture of the thing he throws at you.
Oh shit.
Here it is, and all is delight.
Oh, fudge.
Oh, great Cthulhu, we're in trouble.
You are now.
Lulu had sex with the brain and a bat, and that was the child?
You're now fighting a crypt spawn.
Oh.
Jesus.
Well, that's better.
Well, that's a no-brainer.
Badoom dish.
Come on, come
Yeah.
on.
But your combat skill was 27, right?
Yes,
Correct.
I believe.
Right. Alright. Roll the die.
2.
Hopefully,
Whoops.
Well, the mass barges into you with fearsome strength, but you manage to hold against the tide. You just lose 3 endurance points. You raise your blade and start chopping into the writhing horror before you, sending spurts of black blood across the sandy floor. Roll the die again.
10.
You leap back and evade as the horror surges forward again, and with a flash of golden light you chop into it, severing several pieces of it, sending tentacles and brain bits flying through the air as your brilliant sword shimmers through the black horror.
well, this is like an equivalent of a weed whack, I suppose.
Right, roll the die again.
And again. 8.
Right. The horror turns and surges towards you like a big angry snake made of winged brains, but you leap to the side and let its momentum carry it past you as you slide up its side, sending guts, oh well, it would be guts, but here it's kind of brain bits, so sending brain bits to the floor. Roll again.
Okie dokie. 8.
8. It makes another turn, but you stand your ground and hold the sword up in front of you and splits the horror as it surges right into your sharp blade. You win.
Hooray.
Pretty damn fitting.
So we defeated Cthulhu's brain farce. Can we move on?
As you slay the last of the crypt spawn, Hogan reels back as it is weakened by the death of his creatures. You raise the Summersword, willing the blade to discharge a bolt of power that will burn the evil Dark Lord from the face of Magnamund forever.
Or in other words, will you not just please go on a fucking vacation to another dimension or whatever?
The blade shimmers with golden lights, but no searing blast issues from its tip.
Oh,
Oh,
crap.
Suddenly you realize what has happened. You are beneath the earth, and there is no sun from which the sword can draw its power.
Oh, great Cthulhu.
Fucking
trouble.
hippie weapon!
Håkon utters a terrible laugh that shakes this floor. A beam of blue flame is screwing from the stone in his hand, forming a fiery blade that crackles and spits as it cuts through the dust-choked air. The stench of death and decay fills your nostrils as the Dark Lord prepares to attack. Oh, and I guess this is the blade he just summoned. There's a close-up of it. So yeah, sadly no...
One hell of a cheese cutter.
Yep. Sadly no
Yeah.
picture of the Dark Lord himself, but that is apparently the weapon he just conjured up.
Yeah,
we've never actually seen one of the Dark Lords.
I guess you just are supposed to imagine the terribleness. Okay, in any
Yeah.
case, you engage him, and...
I'm gonna imagine him as a gummy bear because that makes me happy.
Oh, it is.
Oh.
In any case, you had 27 in combat skill, right?
Alright.
Yes.
Okay, in that case, you may begin engaging him. Roll the die!